Welcome back to Gear Judge. If you are looking at your current TV and wondering if it's time for an upgrade, you've picked the most confusing year in history to go shopping. We are officially in 2026, and the rulebook for home entertainment has been completely rewritten. For years, we told you that OLED was the undisputed king of the mountain, but as we sit here today, the gap between perfect blacks and extreme brightness has effectively vanished. In this video, we're going to cut through the marketing jargon and technical traps to show you exactly what is happening in the market right now, which specific models are worth your hard-earned money, and the advanced features that are actually mandatory for a future-proof living room. Before you even step into a store or click Add to Cart, you need to understand that we are living in the era of the AI processor. 5 years ago, the quality of the glass panel was everything. Today, the brain inside the TV is just as important. Companies like Sony, LG, and Samsung are now using neural processing units that don't just show an image. They analyze it frame by frame to decide where the light should hit and how to upscale low-resolution content without it looking like a blurry mess. This is why a 4K TV from a premium brand often looks better than a cheap 8K model. Speaking of 8K, let's address the elephant in the room. It is officially a niche product. Unless you are buying a screen larger than 85 inches, your eyes literally cannot see the difference. Stick to high-quality 4K. It's where the best technology is actually being invested this year. Right now, the industry is split into 3 major camps. You have traditional OLED, which has evolved into tandem OLED or 4-stack technology. This fixes the one historical flaw of OLED, brightness. These new panels can finally compete with a sunlit living room while maintaining those perfect, inky blacks that movie lovers crave. Then you have Mini LED, which has become the bright room hero. If you have big windows and lots of natural light, Mini LED is your best friend because it can hit over 4,000 nits of peak brightness. Finally, we have the newcomer, RGB Mini LED. This is the 2026 disruptor that removes the color filters entirely to give you the most vibrant, punchy colors we've ever seen on a consumer screen. If you're looking for the absolute best of the best right now, the Sony Bravia 9 is currently holding the crown for cinematic accuracy. It's for the person who wants the movie to look exactly like the director intended. If you're a gamer, the LG C6 or the G6 series remains the gold standard because of its near-instant response time and its ability to handle 4 high-speed HDMI 2.1a ports. For those of you who want the most wow factor for your money without spending 5 figures, the TCL and Hisense flagship series are now offering specs that were considered impossible at their price points just 2 years ago. However, buying a TV in 2026 comes with some serious gotchas that the sales tags won't tell you. One of the biggest traps is the HDMI lottery. You'll see a box that says HDMI 2.1, but on many mid-range TVs, only 2 of the 4 ports actually support the high-speed 144Hz or 165Hz signals required for a PS5 Pro or a high-end gaming PC. Even worse, one of those ports is often the eARC port, meaning if you plug in a soundbar, you only have 1 high-speed port left for your consoles. At Gear Judge, we believe 4 full bandwidth ports should be your non-negotiable standard. Another major shift this year is the refresh rate. We've moved past 120 Hz. If you want a TV that will last you the next 5 to 7 years, you should be looking for 144 Hz or even 165 Hz VRR support. This isn't just for PC gamers anymore. It's becoming the baseline for smooth motion in sports and high-action content. You also need to look at the smart home integration. Modern TVs are now acting as Matter and Thread hubs. This means your TV isn't just a screen, it's the brain of your house that can talk to your smart lights, cameras, and thermostat without needing an extra bridge plugged into your router. We also need to talk about the panel lottery and subpixel layouts. If you plan on using your TV as a massive monitor for work or creative projects, be very careful. Some OLED and Mini LED panels use a pixel structure that makes text look fringed or blurry. Always check if the TV has a standard RGB stripe if you're going to be reading a lot of text. And don't forget about the software. Some brands are now promising 7 years of OS updates, which is huge. You don't want a $2,000 piece of hardware that feels like a slow, outdated smartphone in 3 years because the manufacturers stopped updating the apps. Privacy and advertising have also reached a boiling point. Many modern smart TV operating systems are now filled with shoppable ads and data tracking features. When you set up your new TV, take 10 minutes to go deep into the privacy settings and turn off automatic content recognition. This prevents the TV from tracking every single thing you watch to sell your data to advertisers. When it comes to the actual purchase, size matters more than you think, but for a different reason. We are seeing a massive shift where 75-inch panels have become the new 65-inch. Because of the higher brightness and better processing, you can actually sit closer to a larger screen without seeing the pixels. A good rule of thumb for 2026 is to take your viewing distance in inches and divide it by 1.2 to find your ideal screen size. If you're sitting 8 feet away, an 85-inch screen is actually the scientifically recommended size for an immersive experience. Finally, timing is everything. The biggest mistake people make is buying a new model the day it launches in the spring. In the TV world, last year's flagship is almost always a better deal than this year's mid-range model. If you wait for the clearance cycles in March or the major holiday sales, you can often get a king of TV contender for the price of a budget screen. The bottom line is that the perfect TV depends entirely on your environment. If you watch movies in the dark, go OLED. If you watch sports in a bright sunlit room, go mini LED. But regardless of what you choose, make sure the processor is powerful, the ports are plentiful, and the software is supported for the long haul. That is how you judge the gear and make sure your investment lasts.